All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. And peace and salutation unto the hopefully elect. This is the brother Bakwasha. And I just want to go into a quick verse or two going into the image of Yahweh Shai and how this world in itself has really been blasphemous, that has covered the faces of the judges thereof, pursuant to Job 9 and 24. And we may get that, but the image in which you see right here, and these are just a couple of files that I had brought up. It says, stop worshiping my portrait. My name is Caesar Borgia. I was the son of Pope Alexander IV, who forced my image onto the church. My father, his real name was Rodrigo Borgia, was a gangster, warmonger, greedy, orgy-loving dictator, and also a flaming Mo, who began using my portrait in 1490 to claim he was God. Okay. So, and we're just going to look at a couple quick images, right? So in the scriptures in Revelation, and let me see if I can grab that real quick, because I was just doing some reading of the commentary. But let's read Revelation chapter 1, and I just want to specifically hit King James Version, verse 14. Let's read from 13. It says, and in the midst of the seven candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot, and a girt about the paps with a golden girdle. His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flaming of fire. Okay, so the point I want to hinge on is wool. And once again, these are very basic scriptures, very milk scriptures. But the reason why I want to cover this is because first, coming into the truth, people used to try to battle this point of woolly hair, right? And there's no way to get around it. Woolly hair looks like a lamb, like, right? If we were to put in here wool of lamb, right? This is woolly hair, okay? There's no going around that, okay? This is what woolly hair looks like, okay? Now, what do Edomites' hair look like? There's no wool. Even if they try to curl it, it's still no wool, right? Okay, it's straight. It hangs down. It droops, right? There's no life in it. The reason why curls, and I think Prince said that in one of his songs, he said, straight hair has no curls, right? Because straight hair is dead. Okay, that's why they have to use mousse and gel and all that stuff to shape and form it. But my point is, when the scriptures say in verse 14, his head and his hairs were white like wool, obviously this is talking about Yahweh Shai. Yeah, white in wisdom, but woolly in texture. White in wisdom, but woolly in texture. Okay, and like I said, this is what wool looks like. It doesn't look like this. Doesn't look like straight hair. So this image right here of a straight-haired, okay, Edomite man, okay, is off. But back in the day, people used to argue us down about the image of Yahweh Shai. Okay, now people are reading, they're researching, they're looking up who is Caesar Borgia. What's the connection to that? And why was that image placed into the earth? Okay, it says this man killed his brother and he had sex with his sister. His name is Caesar Borgia. Look it up. So once again, this is just a quick to the point, lesson. But let's grab Daniel as well. Scroll down here a little bit. Because in the book of Daniel, it goes into the same description, and it says pure wool. Okay, let's grab that. This is Daniel chapter 7, and let's start at verse 8. Okay, verse 9. It says, and I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit, whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head like the pure wool. Okay? It said like the pure wool. Where's the wool here? Okay? Where's the pure wool? There is no woolly hair for Edomites. Okay? This is what your typical Edomite hair looks like. Okay? And even and that's another reason why they tried to lock it and braid it, and man, not gonna be able to get away from these images. Okay? It said like pure wool. His throne was like a fiery flame, and his wheels as burning fire. Okay? And so that's the point in itself. You know, these are the images that people didn't want to believe. You know, they didn't want to believe that the Messiah was a so-called Negro. Okay, they covered it up, right? They had it to where, and even like in these images right here, they'll put a wig on him, you know. But even in, I think this was in Ebony in 1969, right? Ebony did a cover, you know, for quote unquote, you know, Black Christ. Now, why do I bring that up? Because even in the early, you know, 70s, right? People knew who they called Jesus Christ would not look like this image. Okay? Not at all. All right. So, you know, it's just, it's the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua has it to where people hardly mock and scoff when we talk about how, quote unquote, Jesus Christ, you know, is a so-called Negro, and that his name is not Jesus, you know, and that his name is Yahushua. You know, we used to have so much contention on this one point, but there's no way for anyone that has reading comprehension or that has any, you know, fourth grade level of understanding when it comes to reading, that when it says that his hair, you know, on his head was white, you know, in wisdom, absolutely, and then woolly in texture. Okay, in none of these images, like even just the image of quote unquote Jesus Christ, that where's the white hair? Okay, so once again, just showing how, you know, the prophets of Yahweh Shem Yahushua were sent forth, okay, to prophesy of Yahushua, right, not of Caesar Borgia. And matter of fact, let's see if we can grab that real quick. We'll wrap up on this. Because this has been their work, you know. This has been them building their enterprise, okay, which is covering the faces of the judges thereof and essentially creating an artificial world of lies and of recklessness and rebellion, okay. This is King James Version, okay, Job 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. The ultimate judge is Yahushua. How did he cover the face of Yahushua? By painting the image of Caesar Borgia across the globe. Okay. And it says, if not, where and who is he? You know, so there's a man that has the spirit of Satan that's covering the faces of the judges thereof. Okay. Because if not, as scripture says, if not, where and who is he? Okay. There is someone that has done these things. Okay. In accordance with prophecy. And that's why the prophets of Yahweh Shem Yahushua are revealing the wicked, pursuant to 2 Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter. And that's the reason why, you know, this battle of imagery of Yahushua is no longer a battle. Okay. They put down their guns and their arms, you know, when it comes to this specific topic right here, as far as the image of Yahushua. But, you know, ultimately they're going to put down their swords, you know, for all of it. Because they've lost, okay? You know, and that's according to prophecy. That's according to the will and the way of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So, Lord will, this lesson was edifying for the elect. Until next time, Shalom.